Hey, so if you have a Scion FRS or Subaru BRZ, this is how you swap the badge on the airbag cover for your steering wheel. I don't see a lot of write-ups for this, maybe like one or two if you Google it, and then they're not very well documented. Like there's not many photos documenting step-by-step how to do this, mostly because it's not an exact science. There's not any one step to it. So I have a FRS, and the way that they made the Scion logo for the steering wheel is pretty strange. I don't know why they decided to manufacture it, like spend money on really embedding it and making it a part of the steering wheel cover. They really didn't have to spend all that money to do that because we're all gonna just change it out anyways. So first, let's just get the tool list out of the way. These tools will probably make your life a lot easier. Probably need a Dremel with some kind of cutting bit and some kind of shaving bit, like a sandpaper bit. You'll need a screwdriver, flathead, and an Xacto knife, box cutter knife. So the first thing that you want to do is to pry off the Scion logo, the very outer silver edges, the main part of the logo, which you can just stick a screwdriver into the side, lift it a little, and you'll see one of the legs kind of stretch out. The plastic is pretty soft and rubbery, so use the knife then to lightly slice the leg a little bit at a time, and then it'll just come right off. And do that with each of the legs. Once you get the logo off, you'll see that there's inner parts of the logo that's permanently attached to the wheel. You'll want to shave it off with the Dremel. I started with a knife, but that was a little difficult, kept pressing on the horn. Just use the electric Dremel with sandpaper bit is fine. And just lightly sand off the rubber parts that are sticking out so that the surface is as flat as can be. It's better if you sand off the middle area more flat and not let it dome out as much, so that the Toyota logo can fit more snugly. What you want to do is have the edges of the Toyota logo fit snugly inside the crevice. Look for a 6 centimeter or 60 millimeter Toyota emblem for airbag cover on eBay. Whatever is the most common, just get that one and then just paint it whatever color you want. I bought a chrome one, but I wanted it matte black because the logos on the outside of my car are matte black. So I just sprayed it with a can of flat black paint. So the Toyota logo that you buy probably doesn't have a backing. Most likely you can see right through it. So what you're gonna do is find a material that you can use as a backing, because the part that you shaved off is pretty messy. And plus you can see holes and stuff from the Scion logo before it. So I went to Joann Fabrics to get a white leather, since my car's white, so the logos on the outside are like matte black on top of white. So I wanted to kind of do the same thing. So I cut the leather to the shape of the Toyota emblem. And what you want to do is you want to cut a little bit more off the edges so that it neatly tucks behind it and it doesn't stick out. And then basically all you do is you use pretty sticky glue. I used shoe glue. I'm pretty sure there's like better glues, but whatever, this will probably work. And I just glued the white piece to the steering wheel crevice first, and then after the Toyota logo paint had completely dried, I glued that on top too. And that's pretty much it. In order to get it to stick well, I cut out a small piece of cardboard and I put it on top, and then I taped it to the steering wheel to push it in and keep it in place. And I did that overnight. So in the morning I just took it off and it's all glued in, and that's pretty much it. It's not complicated at all, but it does take a little bit of handy craft work. So yeah, enjoy.